Noam Chomsky, a prominent intellectual and critic of American foreign policy, has been vocal about the limitations placed on discussing the Israeli-Palestinian conflict in the United States. He argues that these limitations constitute a form of censorship that hinders public understanding of the complex situation and restricts the ability of Americans to engage in meaningful debate about solutions. Here are some of the ways Chomsky has addressed censorship surrounding the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. 1. Media bias. Chomsky has criticized the American media for presenting a biased and often sanitized narrative of the conflict, frequently favoring the Israeli perspective and neglecting or downplaying Palestinian experiences and perspectives. He argues that this media bias is fueled by factors such as pro-Israel lobby influence and the fear of being labeled anti-Semitic. 2. Restrictions on academic freedom. Chomsky has condemned attempts to restrict academic freedom on campuses in the United States, particularly with regard to Palestinian studies and criticism of Israel. He has spoken out against anti-boycott, divestment, and sanctions BDS legislation and efforts to suppress pro-Palestinian activism on college campuses. 3. Public discourse. Chomsky argues that the public sphere in the United States is often hostile to criticism of Israel, with individuals and groups facing accusations of anti-Semitism for expressing even mildly dissenting views. This climate of fear and intimidation, he argues, stifles open and honest discussion about the conflict and prevents Americans from engaging in constructive dialogue about potential solutions. 4. Influence of the Israeli lobby. Chomsky has highlighted the powerful influence of the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, AIPAC, and other pro-Israel lobby groups on U.S. foreign policy and public opinion. He argues that these groups have effectively silenced critical voices and promoted policies that favor Israel's interests over those of Palestinians. 5. Alternative perspectives. Chomsky has encouraged Americans to seek out alternative sources of information on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, including Palestinian voices and perspectives, independent media outlets, and critical scholarship. He believes that engaging with a wider range of viewpoints is essential to forming an informed and nuanced understanding of the conflict. While Chomsky's views on censorship in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict are often controversial, his arguments raise important questions about the limitations placed on public discourse and the role of media in shaping public opinion. By encouraging critical thinking and challenging simplistic narratives, Chomsky aims to promote a more informed and balanced understanding of this complex and long-standing conflict. Thank you for listening. I hope you like and subscribe to the channel. Bye-bye.